Hello everyone, and welcome back to one more video. Today we are going to speak about the GOKU deck. So I was fighting a guy. By the way, I did record this game. Now I'm speaking later because I made a few records today, and it was mostly against one guy. And I was using SAIYAN deck, and he was using the GOKU deck. If you haven't seen my SAIYAN deck, is nearly the same as the blueprint one. I made a few changes, and it's a top tier deck. So I was beating this guy over and over. I lost to him in 5-6 matches. I lost one, and all others I won. And he came with the conversation of his deck is top tier, and I was maybe a bit lucky and stuff. And by the way, on Xbox, you can speak with people that you recently played with. So it starts to speak with me, and I start to say, "You are a good player. You played very well. The problem is the GOKU deck is not a top tier deck. So here it wasn't really a fight of who is the best player. This fight was to show why SAIYAN deck is better deck than GOKU deck. I have not a single doubt. I played with him many times, and I lost one because I didn't put the Angel Goku in the beginning. That's one of the big weaknesses of the SAIYAN deck. You must start the game with the Angel Goku in your hand. It's mandatory. You need that at least. If you don't start early in the game with SAIYAN, the Angel Goku, you need him by turn 3. It is mandatory. Otherwise you're going to struggle, and that's why I lost. So, the Goku deck. What is the Goku deck? Probably most of you already know. It's the event card that costs 6 energy, and you can summon 3 Gokus from your hand. It seems great. It is a very good deck. Look at what he's going to do now, which is a very good combo. So, bring 3 Gokus from his hand, fantastic, and all trained up. That is a very... see, I've decided to show this because I believe he built the deck very well, and he is a good player, because I'm going to show more showcase of this game, of my deck against his deck. And it's not really a fight who is a better player, but who has a better deck. And my deck is just better. Weakness number 1 of Goku, the Goku deck. It has the first wave. As soon as you handle this first wave of Gokus, you will be fine. Look at his hand. He has only 3 cards in his hand. And look how many cards I have in my hand. I have a huge advantage. And as soon as I get to turn 6, my friend, I one-shot him. That's how it is. So he has one plan. And his plan is plan A. That's it. By the way, he also used SP Gohan. The same as mine. This 8 cost one. But the issue with my deck is very easy to get the colors I need, which is blue, green, and yellow. It's very easy. And from his deck, for the fights I had with him, it's not that easy. You need some luck to get the right Gokus on the field earlier in the game to get the colors. And since I'm the same deck, you spam so many Saiyans, you get the colors that you need. So he used Reunification because he fought me before and he didn't know how to handle Gohan, so he used that trick. Good idea, but look at it. Turn 6, I got ton of Saiyans in my hand. I just one-shot him. That's how it is. And bang. It is over. Dang, this deck is so good. It has a weakness, and the weakness is the yellow token. You need yellow tokens. So any card that destroys your yellow tokens, the opponent card that destroy your token cards, the yellow token cards, can be a problem. But let's go to another showcase. Okay, so showcase number 2. Let's go. So I start second. So in my same deck, is it better to start second or first? Honestly, I'm not sure. It doesn't really matter much. As soon as I get the Angel Goku in my hand, I'm happy. And of course, if I get green and the yellow, as I have in this hand, great. It is what I call I have a rainbow hand. I got the blue, got the green, and I got the yellow. If they die, I summon SP Gohan to help me out. So just like me, you wait till turn 3, 4. I wait normally by turn 3, and that's when I start to play. And green and yellow. No. Yeah, exactly. I always start with that setup. If I can, blue, green, yellow. Then anything else. And this is why I always start by turn 3. Plenty of cards on the field and plenty of cards in my hand. I never played earlier, and if you use Angel Goku, I do recommend to play this way. It is the best. Unless you start to fight many very aggro decks. Then it can be a little problem, but I don't see them. And from what I've spoken with, I've spoke with other people, and you don't see them, sadly. So I have 4 energy. Sometimes I waste energy, but that's fine. So by the way, in my deck, although I only need 1 Cell Games event card, I always have 2 to make sure I have at least one of them by turn 6, because I like to start by turn 3 and finish by turn 6 later, if not 6, 7. Later than that, I don't like that. The earlier, the better. Here comes the Gokus. Yeah, very good. And he didn't fix. He, as I saw before, he used all trained up, but sometimes you don't have it. And he probably has only 2 on his deck, and he didn't get it. But he's doing fine. So some of you might have realized the frog. Why is he using the frog? He's using the frog because it provides blue. And since he used the Kamehameha Goku, can be a good idea using frog, provide blue, and the Kamehameha Goku to use his ability to deal with the androids. So I understand why he's doing that. So that's why I say he's playing well. I do believe he's playing well. It's a very good idea. So here I don't remember what did I use here. Okay. Yes. That's another weakness of the Gokus. What happens? All I need to do is to get some guard. If he has the all trained up to clear, fine. If he doesn't, he struggles. But even if he held all trained up, by now, it will be fine. See, he didn't get the card he needed. He used that to get even cards. How many even cards does he have in his deck? Okay, now he lots of draw cards. Yeah, why draw cards? To solve the problem of the deck. It's the draw power. It's a problem. So he needs a lot of time to set up again for the second wave of Gokus. But sometimes the second wave, well, sometimes, most of the time, the second wave of Gokus is weaker than the first one. So you mainly have to worry about the first wave. But he's doing well. I can say the opposite. But look, turn 6. But I didn't get the. I was unlucky. I didn't get the Cell Games yet. May happen, and I have 2 Cell Games in my deck, and I only really need 1. But it is what it is. Now, this is why These cards are useful. 3 energy and destroy 1 card on the opponent side of the field. And what I do I destroy? I don't remember. Oh, no, first I use the Gohan. Okay, fine. Destroy the one of the Gokus. Costing 0 energy and I draw a card. This is good. And now I destroy a second Goku. This deck, the same deck. This is the top tier deck. Not the Goku deck. And since the other thing, since I destroyed this final flash, the final flash, since I used final flash that destroyed this Goku, it didn't get the green token, and by not having the green token, he cannot summon SP Gohan. Otherwise, he will have. And by using Gohan, he will destroy my Gohan and use this Goku. It will be a bit annoying, but I would solve it by having the Cell Games card in my hand. Yeah. See, that's the problem. The second wave, unless you have mostly Gokus in your hand, mostly Gokus in your deck, sorry, you are going to struggle with the second wave of Gokus. It's not as good as the first one. I still think it's a good deck he has, but having some event card to help you out, like all trained up, with a good strategy, with some draw cards, but that what it makes the deck weaker on the second wave of Gokus. I tried to build this deck many times. Oh, by the way, before this ends, still has 1 minute and something of this gameplay. He used Kameha Goku to deal with the androids, but the best option, well, it's a bit hard to use Angel Goku. Maybe it would help him out instead of that Angel Super Saiyan Goku. Sure, it gives extra power, but I will use the Angel Goku to fix some of the problems of the draw power. That's what I would use. But he's not using that, so I don't know. But still, I tried to build this deck many times, different setups, and I just end up with the same problems he's suffering. Exactly the same. As soon as the first wave is gone, you start to struggle. And he tried to change the deck many times against me, and I'm going to show him a few more showcases, but I'm not going to speak anymore. I already spoke too much. It has big weakness. Use SP Gohan. Good. It's an excellent card on this deck. But it's a good deck, but to call it top tier, I can't. It's a good deck. Maybe I will give it a 7 out of 10, but then I will give androids 8, 9, and saying deck 8, 9. That's just better. Well, anyway, I'm going to do more showcase of the fight I had with him, and I hope you enjoy. So don't forget to subscribe and see you later.